Good morning.
Good morning.
Just recently, I was spending the morning with our 6-month-old, George. With Mrs. Phinney going back to work recently, spending a morning with George now means I'm in charge of everything, every little task. With that in mind, you can imagine the pang of fear I felt when I smelled something, well, less than appealing coming from George. I hoped for just a quick passing of gas, but the smell lingered. Faint, but consistent. I knew what consistent meant. It meant a trip to the changing table. Now, all of you parents know what a game changer the shift to eating solid foods is when it comes to changing your child's diaper. Needless to say, when I removed the diaper, you can't unsee that. And the smell. Have you been walking on the sidewalks of New York City and passed over one of those grates that I assume are some sort of subway exhaust? The ones where the smell that smacks you in the face must be a combination of old hot dog water, some leftover pink slime from the Ghostbusters movie, and the burnt remains of the Giants' performance against the Jets last Sunday. It's terrible. Anyways, I went into the other room, grabbed a t-shirt, and tied it around my nose and mouth to work as some form of gas mask. I returned to the changing table to find that George had found a way to step in his own mess. With watering eyes, I proceeded to empty a package of baby wipes and finally secured a diaper on my smiling son. I had slain the dragon. Not long ago, if you'd asked me, would I be willing to change a baby's diaper? To be up from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. attempting to console a teething 6-month-old? Or if I'd be willing to give up the ability to go out to dinner, go see a movie, or sit in box seats at the Notre Dame versus Boston College football game at Fenway Park, I would have hesitated. But now that we have this gift we asked for, George, both Mrs. Phinney and I do not hesitate to do the dirty work or to make sacrifices for George. So what causes that change? What is it about the arrival of a child that brings about a change in parents? Well, for us, there's an understanding that the best way to say thank you for a gift is to take responsibility for it, to care for it. George brings us and our family and friends such joy, and those times of dirty diapers and much greater challenges are all part of the responsibility that comes with that gift of joy. Now think about other gifts we receive. Think about those gifts you ask for, both big and small. Are you quick to open one of those gifts, chuck it aside, and then ask for the next one? I've been guilty of that, no question. But what about those bigger, more meaningful gifts? Those gifts that provide you with new opportunities and require great sacrifice to obtain. Take going to Salisbury, for example. Think of all the sacrifices that were made for you to have this experience. Parents, family, friends, teachers, coaches, mentors, all working to give you an opportunity to attend this great school. Yes, you've worked incredibly hard yourselves, but there are others who have worked hard to give you this opportunity. So how do you thank those people who made sacrifices to give you this gift? Well, as Mrs. Phinney and I discovered, the best way to say thank you is to take responsibility for the gift, to make the most of every day, to connect with people, to attempt new tasks, to face challenges. Yes, even Salisbury provides some dirty diapers, so to speak. The challenge of a certain course, a poor performance on a test, a bad game, an advisor who expects even more from you. These are all part of the gift and are challenges you came here to face. So if you need to, tie a shirt around your head, roll up your sleeves, and get in the muck, or the pureed carrots you're seeing for the second time. It is the best way to say thank you. In closing, as we get closer to the 25th of December and to the celebration of the birth of Christ, we are reminded of the responsibility that a great gift brings. For Mary, she celebrated the opportunity to bring a child into the world, knowing well the challenges and sacrifices she would have to face. Just imagine Mary having to explain to her fiancé that she's pregnant with someone else's child and that it's a gift. So as we get this time off to be with family and friends, and perhaps have some time to reflect, let's remind ourselves of how we say thank you for the great gifts we have been given. Thank you.